Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street, getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense is clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Goes to the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast, chews up yardage. Defensively, there's...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. They're bringing heat. Got it set up on the outside. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. A designed run for the quarterback. And it's on the ground. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To throw, it's Allard. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll try the right side. At the 35, he's open. Racing to the right. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Unloads to the right. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Bulldozes him. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Now the pitch. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set. Griffin. Terrier.
From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Orji. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Allard. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, getting in for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball down the road anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking for a man. It's Outler. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're getting it to your back in the passing game to the perimeter. You're just hoping he can make a guy miss and use his athleticism and speed, but a way better job tackling that time defensively, now setting up 4th.
Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He fires one deep down the right side. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter. And this defense will start the fourth on its heels. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in the position to win.
Back to throw, it's Orji. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got...
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Allard. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
He's looking for a man on second down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on that.